Hi, I'm Rachel, the Good Witch of the Northeast, and welcome to my channel. I'm doing different energetic forecasts for the different elemental signs for the upcoming week. It's actually the solar eclipse today, so I figured there's a lot of chaos in the air, so this might help. I know for me personally, I feel like if I don't feel like the rug is being pulled out from underneath me, I can deal with it a little bit better. So I would love to see if I could help you, ground that energy a little bit. So if you have your sun, moon, or rising in, what are we doing? We're doing the earth signs. So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, this message should align with you. It's been about 6 months since I've filmed for YouTube, and I'm very excited to be back and doing it again. And we're using this as an opportunity to try and do things new. So I'm gonna do a different, on my social media profiles, I use music, I use Spotify to help align the message, but I don't know if I'm doing that. I did do it with the fire signs, but maybe not, we'll see. So we're gonna start and we're gonna go where it takes us. I'm doing it. So we're looking for the upcoming week for the earth signs. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. What do you guys have coming down the pipe? What do you have to look forward to? Where are we at? What do we need? Awesome. Ooh, you guys are doing good. I don't think you're doing good today. No, I think you're feeling ungrounded today, but you will be doing good very soon. I think you need some love. I think you need to almost be like tackled with some like nurturing love. Like, for real. Yeah, okay. Interesting. So I have one deck down. I'm going to put another on top of it. I'm using 2 different oracle decks, and then we'll do a little tarot song and end from there. I like to use the oracle decks to kind of get into the energy, to kind of get into the specifics a little bit. Because for me personally, I can get overwhelmed. That's fair. Okay. Oh, I like that. Okay. So your first card out is Door to Personal Healing and Happiness and Strategy, and then Door to Spirit Upright. All these things say that there is underlying goodness here. But you know the saying, you can't see the forest through the trees or whatever the fuck? I think you're going through a time right now where like there is so much chaos that it is impossible to see that there is goodness present. Okay, that's fair. I'm sorry then that I got all excited at the beginning. I was like, you're doing good. No, not so great. You will be. Right now is what you're doing is it's almost like I hear you're pulling up your britches, right? So you're building a bridge right now. You are starting to kind of bridge the gap between unhealed you and healed you, or healing you, because we're never fully healed. But healing you. What I think needs to happen is you need to almost formulate a plan. I think there is an actual physical problem that you could perhaps research and take steps towards. So if you're struggling with depression, first of all, give yourself grace. But I think maybe looking into medication and therapy and all those things too, but perhaps looking into solar plexus work, perhaps looking into root chakra work, like using like research to help with that. Like morning routines cannot save it all. Morning routine will not, save the world, but I do think having a plan to kind of like call your power back would be really helpful. Even if that just means like, how do you need your cup filled, and what steps do you need to take to fill it first, if that makes sense. And there is this real energy is you feel aggressively annoyed that you have to do this. And I think, first of all, it's valid, and we could use this. You could use this energy to your advantage, because it is fucking annoying that you have to do it. It is annoying. It is annoying that we constantly have to fucking heal, and it's frustrating, and it's frustrating to having to take the high road all the time. Trust me, it is frustrating. But I do think that's what's necessary right now to get you through. I do keep seeing the solar plexus lit up, but I also see I see people studying. So I think there's something with school. Perhaps you're actually studying, having a medical issue. One of my clients is a doctor of mine, and we work a lot together on the duality of like physical and spiritual, and how like thyroid disease absolutely does exist, but like, let's look to the person's ancestors, were they like women that were suppressed and abused and had to keep their voice quiet, like things like that. Like when I spun it to him like that, he was like, holy shit, that's a good fucking point. So I think that, I do think you have some sort of like issue right now that could use the hand of some professionals. But also like, you're using your own internal guide, your own intuition, and doing it because they keep showing me blueberries, and I'm not 100% sure on why they're showing me blueberries. But for me personally, when I was healing a lot of my like eating like food stuff, I use kitchen witchery, and the properties for blueberries are peace, protection, tranquility, and happiness. And so I was like, I put that shit on everything. And so like I put blueberries into everything. And even if it's psychosomatic and I'm just literally deluding myself and being like, I'm eating a bowl of tranquility, I do like blueberries. And blueberries are good for me. There's something about applying a separate, a different type of lens to your issue, I think could be helpful. And that's going to look different to everybody, but I do see like research would be really beneficial. But yeah. Sorry, that was a lot to jump right in. There's a lot of grief here. A lot of you are healing a mother wound. Like a lot of you are healing, and that's going to look different for certain people. Like, for some of you, a mother wound can be inflamed by perhaps picking friends that are bullies. That's a mother wound. Feeling like you need to please a pick-me energy to keep yourself safe, that's a mother wound. Feeling disconnected, feeling like another person knows more than you is a mother wound. So I think that, and like choosing to follow their advice over what you feel inherently, that's another one. So I think that you're lost right now. Like that sentence of like, you see the forest through the trees. Like, I think there's so much storm inside of you right now, inside your vision, that it's impossible. Like I literally see like a snowstorm, like a snow squall in front of me, and I have a bunch of tiny trees in front of me. So I literally can't move, because if I move in any direction, I will walk into a tree. But the tree is interesting because it's almost symbolizing to like ground. Like, okay, you can't move right now. That's valid. But you also don't need to get caught up into this whirlwind of grief constantly. Because it's not grief for everybody, but I do think that's like a solid, it feels like there's a longing for most of you. Like a longing, a missing an energy, missing a nurturing energy. But some of you are missing it in a way because you've never had it. It's hard to grieve something that you don't know existed. And I think that might be a lot of you, honestly. Some of you are dealing with losing a maternal figure in your life. Maybe you guys have gone no contact. Maybe you've lost someone. But there is a lot of grief here. And during a time of grief, we do feel ungrounded. And that's when a lot of people do find spirituality, is you try and make sense of like the pain you've just gone through. And when we apply the idea of like duality, if you experience great pain, you will experience great joy again. I'm so sorry that I started this reading with, you're doing good, because like, I know, I'm so sorry. There's a lot of hope on the table, but I know you don't feel that right now. I don't feel it right this second. Damn. It is, the tower is out. And it's almost like this tunnel vision of like, you can only see the grief right now. You can only see the pain. You can only see the disruption. Why? And I think this is, I don't love to use the word test when it comes to like talking about someone's life, because people live in trauma, and like trauma's not a test. Trauma's not a test at all. But it's almost like this right now is being, the cards are reading that what you're dealing with could be presented as an opportunity for you to apply something that you might have healed already. I feel like I'm okay using that vernacular. I don't know exactly what I just said, but I feel like it's not as offending as like, you're going through a test. Because like, no, this pain you're going through is not a fucking test. And I will not make light of that. Sorry. And I think that's a good thing. It's crazy, man, because like we have deserving and joyous fun on top of it. Like these cards are speaking to like there is hope. And there is hope coming. I say 3 weeks from now. What's today? Today is what? April 8th. So 3 weeks from now, I think you will be in a much better space. And 3 weeks can feel like a long time when you're going through it really badly. So I would recommend don't focus on the 3 weeks and just focus on like, you know, maybe just like the next few hours. Try and find small pieces of joy. Like even if like you're sitting in traffic and like you're stuck in traffic and it's annoying, if you can see someone else like, I don't know, dancing or trying to enjoy their time, allow that energy to help you. You know, like make note of it and be like, damn, I'm grateful I got to see that, or good for that person, or you know what I'm saying? Like if you yourself are going through a really dark time, that is so valid. But like there is a lot of light around you that I think that you could use to your advantage, if that makes sense. So we could learn how to like transmute this into some good for you. I think that could be helpful. So let's just do a quick little check-in with our tarot here and just like some words of wisdom, maybe a little direction and a song, and then we'll go from there. Yay. I know I keep apologizing for how I started. I don't think this upcoming week will be as, I'm seeing someone gasp for air, so I don't think it'll be as suffocating. Perhaps this week, you can, like, I don't know. I heard make yourself some oatmeal. I'm trying to translate what I hear, but it's so fucking random. And what that means is I saw someone literally dressed in all beige eating oatmeal on like a cloud. So I think what they were saying is try and make your life soft for this next week. You know, make it as comfortable and graceful as possible. I think that would be very, very, very happy. 1, 2, 3. I love how I'm like, make your life soft. Okay. Okay. It's actually perfect. Oh shit. Double 8s. 8 of swords, 8 of cups, 6 of cups. All right. Sorry, I was just listening. So there's a lot here about, yep, this aggressive energy, like taking it and fueling it, like making the choice to stop, almost like aggressively putting the brakes on and just be like, enough is enough. I'm not fucking doing this anymore. You know, take the blindfold off. You're not currently blindfolded, but I do feel like you're imprisoned. I feel like you're trapped right now by other people's either expectations or other people's expectations, I think is really accurate. I don't know what that's going to look like for you, but all you can do is you can take this energy of like, my name is, and say, I know who I am, and it might not work for you, but it works for me. And if someone's going to fault you for trying to make yourself feel better, you have every right to be like, how you going to fault me for trying to make myself feel better? And if someone, because no one's going to be able to answer that, because it's more about them than you, but that's a really good way for you to kind of shine. Be like, hi, you're now projecting all your shit onto me. Here's a mirror. Look at it. Have a good day. Your priorities are shifting, and that's a good thing. You're shifting. We're supposed to grow. We're supposed to evolve. there's a lot of revision, like a lot of like visiting back, visiting truths you thought you knew. And if you are able to kind of show up for yourself with this energy of, I know who I am, that will be extremely beneficial. I have no idea what just ran across my father-in-law's lawn. Perhaps a groundhog? I thought it was a Maine Coon cat, but that was not a cat, but it was about the size of Maine Coon, but bigger. Okay, well, I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next week.